FightHype.com here with my man DeJuan Blake. DeJuan, we're like a day after the big win.
Oh yeah,
Badou Jack.
Badou performed, man. I was, I was more emotional off of his performance because, so many people doubted Badou. Didn't think that he was going to be able to go out there and perform, being that Anthony has so much power in his punches. So, they was basically going off of one of Badou's performances before, with the power, him getting knocked out the last one or whatever. But make a long story short, his performance was tremendous. He was just working. He worked so hard. He was just nonstop work, body work, head work, everything. He was throwing all type of punches from different angles, and shocked me actually. I was very, very impressed with Badou. From watching him perform from that one performance, I think that he could go out there and perform great with some of the best at 168 pounds.
I'll be honest with you too. I was shocked, but not so much about the outcome, but just about, I don't know, it seemed like he took himself to a different level for this fight.
Right.
And I'm not like I was never sure if he had that ability in him.
Oh, so we all didn't think that. But I don't know if one of the commentators, I think it may have been Antonio Tarver, after being in the gym around Floyd so much, it makes these fighters want to go out and work even harder. And I saw all the work that Badou was putting in the gym, and even with the help of Eddie Mustafa, a lot of people like to knock that situation, but at the same time, he must have gave him a hell of a game plan, and he went out there and he imprinted that game plan. He performed.
His conditioning looked, he's always in shape, but his conditioning really looked up to par for this, because it seemed like he was able to, just take Dirrell's best shot and just walk right through it.
Right, he had a great strength and conditioning coach. I can't remember his name, but one of the best.
Memo, Angel Heredia, I think.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, did a hell of a good job with Badou. And it was, it was beautiful. It was just beautiful for Mayweather Promotions. I was happy for Floyd, because so many people want to see Mayweather Promotion go down. And, they prey on a lot of these fighters that we have downfall at the end of the day, because they're jealous of the things that these kids are able to be around so soon. And, that just shows you. And I hope, like, every fighter that signed with Mayweather Promotions was watching that fight and able to sit back and think, if Badou could do it, any one of us could do it. Just because we may have a person out there as an Anthony Dirrell that has all the power doesn't really mean too much. If you go out there and perform and you keep your endurance up and you work on your craft constantly working on your craft, it'll prevail. And in that situation, it prevailed.
How big of a statement is that for you? I mean, obviously you kind of touched on it a little bit, but a week away from the big fight,
just to win the WBC belt, one of the major World Boxing Council belts. That's one of the major organizations within the sport of boxing. That's every kid's dream to be able to win. I say to be able to win a WBC belt is more of a kid's dream than any belt that we have in the sport of boxing. So just for him to win that WBC belt was, man, it sent goosebumps to my body when I was watching the fight. I was overwhelmed actually by just watching him perform. So, that's a statement for Mayweather Promotion. That's a statement for Floyd. That's a statement for the money team. And that's a statement for everybody that was out there that was watching, and to know that Mayweather Promotions is a company that's something to reckon with.
2 world champions now, right?
2 world champions. We got Mickey Bay, now we got Badou Jack. We also have Andrew Tabiti fighting for a junior NABF belt on Floyd undercard, but that's a belt that will help him get into the top ranks within the WBC organization. And, I just hope everyone's watching. Hope everyone's sitting here watching the work, watching, at the end of the day, it comes from one person, that's the man up above. And, I got on my hands and knees the night before Badou fought, and I was just like, as long as everyone's safe, that's all I was looking for. Either him, Anthony's good. I love Anthony, good dude. Badou, whatever the outcome was, I was just praying that each one of the fighters was just safe. That whatever the outcome was, long as they were safe at the end of that fight, and of course, I was praying for us to get that win. I was on my hands and knees faithfully praying for that, because we needed that.